Hello, friends. Welcome. Vincent. One word. Awesome. I hope you're feeling awesome today. Caesar. Thank you for your congratulations on my new release. I appreciate that very much. It's been a long time coming. And it's so funny. I took a picture of a video of the UPS driver who actually delivered all of the CDs. And he just was doing his job. And I said, "You got to stand and pose for me." I took a picture of him. And he went like this. I said, these are CDs of music that I've been working on for the past 2.5 years. So there they are, right behind me. They're all piled up, available worldwide from my basement. I'm like a one-man operation. Actually, that's not true. My wife designed the cover. It's beautiful, which I'll show you in just a second. Joshua Flynn did the photography, just fantastic. Of course, all the musicians who I've mentioned in past weeks have added to it. I'm going to start the show by taking a moment to thank a couple people, and I'll tell you why in a second. First of all, when you play the CD, it's definitely contemporary jazz, It's fun music, but you're going to hear, not samples, real musicians playing trumpet, trombone, French horn. And that's what I've always been hearing in my head since I wrote these songs before I could afford a trumpet player and a trombone player and a French horn player. So I want to tell you that those beautiful instruments were recorded at one studio here in Seattle, Washington. It's called Whiny Cat Audio, which is cute. And the owner, my colleague who teaches with me at Shoreline Community College, runs that studio from his house. It's a great studio. It gets great sounds. You'll hear what I'm talking about. And he's accompanied by two very friendly cats, Winnie and Millie, and very friendly. They'll crawl up on you. When I opened up my laptop, I was all business when I went to his studio, right? Okay, let's get busy here. Here's the trumpet parts, let me print them out. Here's the trombone part, let me print that out. And I think it was Millie that just kind of came up and just took a nap on top of my laptop. I'm like, Kevin? But they were recorded in his own studio. And when I say home studio, I don't mean to say it's like a simple setup. It's a full-on studio. It's so strange. You go into his lovely house, it's very cozy and warm, and then you open a certain magical door, and boom, it's a full-on recording studio. And you can't notice it from the street, which is kind of how he designed it so no one would, bother him. But anyway, it's Whiny Cat Audio in Seattle, Washington. The reason why I'm going to great detail to tell you about this is because, stupid me, a week after I uploaded all the content for the CD and approved it, I shot up out of bed at 2 in the morning and went, oh my God, I forgot an entire page of thank yous and credits. I'm sorry to all the people who I'm about to mention. So Kevin's one of them. Another one was we recorded the drums at a studio in Hollywood, right underneath the Hollywood sign, called Fox Force 5, which is a name, sort of a wink and a joke if anyone has ever watched Pulp Fiction. That's a quote from that movie. Anyway, the owner of that studio, JJ, is a fan of that film. He named his studio after that film, that quote from the film. And he's got the best sounds in LA as far as I'm concerned, so I go there again and again. Who else did I forget to mention? The saxophone company, Trevor James. Oh my goodness. Love these horns. They are new horns. They look vintage because they're not lacquered, so they patina as I play them. Fantastic horns, love them. And the Mouthpiece Company, Jody Jazz. If you're a saxophone player, you might have run into some ads and stuff like that, but love these mouthpieces. So these are the thank yous that I had written out and organized and everything, and I forgot to send to my wife, who's the graphic designer. It's not her fault, it's my fault. So anyway, I'm just saying it now. Let's get busy. Let's say hello to some people. Hey Linda, thank you very much. Can't wait to hear the new songs. I appreciate that. And Linda, you've been so enthusiastic and coming to my gigs. occasionally, we played a sushi restaurant in Florida. You know, sometimes it's the small gigs that are most memorable, you know. But I remember you said hello there, and thank you for that. And Svetlana, I just love saying your name, Svetlana. Thank you. I can't tell if you play or love saxophone or guitar or both. Probably both. Sam Tiersch. That's a crazy photo. This is my nephew who's studying acting in the Houston area. I'm sorry, in Dallas, North Dallas. Very good, Sam. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're getting enough food, get enough heat, electricity, etc. Jason, thank you, Jason. I really appreciate the congratulations. It's been, it's funny, perhaps you have dealt with this in your own lives, I don't know. When you are your own boss, as I am here, you know, with my own solo career, you say, okay, I'm gonna work on an album. I want to get it out there. Okay, let's get to work. Okay, and you do it, you get work on it, and then if there's no one breathing down your neck and no deadline, you know, weeks can go by and you think, oh, I don't have time to work on it. Oh yeah, I should get back to that. And so that's kind of what happened with this. It's taken forever. And so only recently that I set deadlines for myself, right? And I found that I'm a pretty demanding but reasonable boss, being self-employed in this area. So anyway, it's done. As I said, we'll go to camera 2. There it is. There they are. If you've not already ordered, you can just go to jeffkashiwa.com. It will be available on iTunes and Amazon and Spotify and all that. But it's ironically, the digital outfits take longer to process the music than the physical ones. So anyway. Okay, so I'm going to work my way. I'm going to say hello to everyone. Jordan, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Jordan, where are you from? Are you from the U.S.? You're from abroad? Steve, I love that picture. I liked that picture on Facebook. Remember, I don't know what it is, but I like it. You've got one coming to you, Steve. Don't worry. Steve and I teach in the music technology department at Shoreline Community College. And we have a lot of Zoom meetings where we talk about what we're going to do in the fall when we come back half face-to-face with the students. So it's a very challenging situation, you know, to return to school, but we're gonna figure it out. San Antonio, Texas. Hello, Sharon. I love San Antonio. I love the river area. There's so much to look at, and the food is fantastic. I judge every place by its food. Are there good restaurants? What up from Miami? Oh, well, thank you so much, Freddie. Appreciate that. What are you standing in front of? What is that? I can't make it out. Hey, Jacob. You are in the first round of shippings. I have to apologize, everyone. Basically, what I thought was fair was whoever ordered first would be shipped first. That makes sense. So I've got this many people to get through. There's got to be like 100 shipping labels here that my daughter printed out for me. And I will get to those first thing in the morning. They'll be out tomorrow, so they're only one day delayed. But I'm getting to them all. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Dondrea. Hello, everyone. Okay, cool. And let's see here. I lost my place. Oops, I just jumped ahead. Pardon me. Yeah, it's real exciting to tune into these shows and watch me read. Hey, Carrie. And she's just saying, hi, Jason. I hope you don't mind me sharing. I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care. I've deduced that Jason and Carrie always show up to the show on Wednesday nights and talk to each other. In fact, they've used my Zen Den on Wednesday nights as sort of a quasi date night just to connect and say hi and be together. And I could not be more honored for you too. So good luck in all your endeavors, emotionally, personally, and so on. And I think it's great that you use this Wednesday night thing to get together. I think it's wonderful. And Jesse from San Antonio, I really appreciate you, your support there, Jesse. I appreciate it. Toronto, Canada. Lovely, lovely picture there. Michael, thank you, Michael. Thanks for coming in. Let's see, what's going on here? Svetlana again, thank you, yes. And Denny from Olympia, from Oli. Haven't referred that to that way. Just going to blast through these folks. Costa Rica, wonderful. One of these days, I want to go there. I really do. And from Singapore, thank you so much. You may or may not know that the behind-the-scenes dude who's kind of like pushing the switches to make this stuff work is Daniel Chia, who lives in Singapore, and he's a wonderful, wonderful saxophone player. This dude is the king of melody. He knows how to play. He knows how to deliver a melody properly on saxophone, which I appreciate. He's also he's got the technical savvy to pull off all these shows. And we were just talking before we went live that as soon as everybody's safe and everything's cool, I'm going to Singapore and we're going to do some clinics there. So any people who live there who would like to attend, I invite you to come. Let's see. Hey, Roxy, how you doing? Roxy, you had a post about a dog of yours that had passed, and I feel you. I know how hard that is. But thank you. Thank you for posting it and sharing that. It's tough. Yeah, Wanda just saw the info delivery. Yeah, so you're looking at Coastal Access Music. It's me and my daughter. And I want to remind everyone that 100% of the proceeds that have anything to do with me, whether it be gigs or CD sales, etc., go to supporting a young Asian girl as she makes her way through college. Everything's going to Kat, and she's happy to help me with that. So, but thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Carol Kim, you're in stack number 2. Yours will, yeah, I just saw your name. Yours will be delivered tomorrow. I mean, shipped tomorrow. So thanks for your patience. And I'll have you know I had my own frozen mandu before the show as my good luck meal, as I often do. And hey, Gary, you look so relaxed there. Awesome. From Lima, oh my goodness, Lima, Peru. I love this. We are waiting for you in Cusco, Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu. I could say that all day long. It's fun to say. Oh, and she says, if you could play, could it be on Falling in Love? I'm not actually playing tonight, but I will look for my hard drive for that. I wonder if I have that. You know what? What the heck? I'm kind of nothing planned this evening. I'm just kind of winging it. Let me while I'm going to play a video, and while that video plays, I'm going to look for that song. But thank you for asking for that. I appreciate it. And what happens is I have to find my hard drive for the songs you're asking for, but I'm fairly organized, so I'll hope to do my best. Weena, I mailed your CD today. I remember the name. It's on its way. And Vern, same thing. Thank you. Ann Arbor, Michigan. Love it. Okay, she received it. Good. Yeah. Whenever I print the thing, I've got a. Can you see it? You can't see it. I got a UPS certified shipping label printer, so I'm professional now. Okadoga Park, very nice. And Alexander is from Brazil. Thank you so much for tuning in. North Carolina. Love it there. Thank you, Lori. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, there's so many people. I'm going to take a pause from the hellos. Welcome, everyone, really. And I cannot thank you enough for tuning in. I would like to start with something. It's funny. I texted Ron Reinhardt like about 40 minutes ago. Ron is the keyboard player who is the keyboard player for like everybody in this genre, everybody in smooth jazz. He's played with Mindy Bear, Dave Koz, Richard Elliott, Jonathan Butler. It just goes on forever. Why, you ask? Because he's fantastic. He's a wonderful musician. He plays with his heart, plays with his soul, and I was lucky enough to get him on the title track to this CD. And I would like to play a little video I put together. It's a rough cut, real quick thing. He gave me a video, and I tried to image him into the video that I have. And so for the saxophone players out there, what happened was I recorded the CD, great, everything's good to go, and I'm starting the overdubs. Well, Jody Jazz, the mouthpiece company that I work with, that is so kind to support me, gave me their new line of mouthpieces called the HR, Star Custom Dark. Basically, it's a darker, richer mouthpiece as opposed to the louder, brighter mouthpiece. And those are just descriptions, they're not judgments. It depends on what kind of music you're doing, right? So anyway, I finished the CD on their old line, and they gave me the new line. I thought, no, actually, this is closer to what would fit in the CD. So I re-recorded every song. And so in doing so, I kept the camera rolling and basically recorded my takes of the recording of the new CD. So what you're seeing is what you get. Here's the title track. Let me see if I can do this right. I'm going to add to my stream. Yep. Okay. So here is, I hope I'm doing this right. Here's Sunrise from the new CD. So make sure I got my settings right. And you're going to see, it's terrible video editing on my part, but you're going to see my imagination, which is I'm standing right here recording as I do on my 414. And I imagine, as I hear the music, Dave Hooper over there and Ron Reinhardt, who is the featured guest here, playing on piano. I had texted Ron before the show saying, hey, could you pop in real fast and just say hi? And he said, I'd love to, but he's literally, as we speak, driving to Panama City, Florida for the Seabreeze Jazz Festival. And I thought, okay, it's a little dangerous to text and stream while you're driving, so don't do that. But anyway, here is Sunrise featuring Ron Reinhardt. Oops. Hold on. We have a technical difficulty. Daniel, if you're with me, we're not seeing it. We're hearing it, but we're not seeing it. Right, folks? Am I right? You're just seeing me, which is incredibly boring. Let's see, I'm saying add a stream. All right. We're having pardon me, folks. We're having a little technical difficulty here. Now it's time to text the producer of the show with my 3 favorite letters, WTF. He's helping me. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it. Okay. We'll cut this part out. Okay, here we go. right. That was the title track to the brand new CD called Sunrise. It was originally called Hopeful, which I think is one and the same. You know, every sunrise brings hope, right? That's the way I feel about it. It's like another chance, another opportunity to create whatever it is that you desire. That's the bottom line, I think. Someone was asking, hey Gary, is it possible to buy your CD on iTunes? Yes, it is. It's ironic that the digital outlets, Amazon and iTunes, Spotify, they lag behind the production, which doesn't make sense to me, but whatever, that's the way they work. Maybe they have a lot of material to go through. The physical CDs actually arrive first, and then lagging behind a week to a week and a half later are the other companies. And I give them a break because I work at a college and we do the same thing. We're all working from home, and you call, call CD Baby, or you call Spotify, and it's like a person working from their home answering their mobile phone. How may I help you? So, we're all in this together, I guess is my point. And the answer to your question is yes, it will be available, but it takes a little longer. They said 1 to 2 weeks. So I'll let you know. Trust me, I'll let you know. Yeah. And anyway, that was Ron Reinhardt on the beautiful keyboards there, kind of superimposed on my piano back there just for fun, and Dave Hooper coming in the end. You might wonder, well, gee, why didn't you show the drums earlier? I remember the recording session. I'm like just digging on the way he's playing, and I realized, oh, I should record this. And I grabbed my phone halfway through the song and started recording it. So I didn't get the first part, but we got the audio, which is the important part, right? All right. Kageyama. Hello. Oh, that's me and Jaqueen. That's nice. And Denny says, he'll go to Singapore. All right, come on with me. Let's go. Jay Taylor, from next door in Seattle. Oh, thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate that. Really do. John Hausman, Spokane. You know what? I don't know that they have any jazz clubs for me to play at. You could correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know, and I'll let my booking agent know. And happy birthday to Kageyama. Happy birthday. I won't ask you how old you are. You're eternally 21 as far as I'm concerned. I love the Rippingtons. I had so much fun with them. We had it's fun to watch the old videos of them when we were on tour, and the best of memories, really. Had a great time. But thanks for mentioning them. All right, let's see now. I am to tell you, I'm going to read from my script here. Daniel, can you help me out? Did you post that already? About the giveaway? So here's the deal. We got a little thing going on. Daniel, the producer of this show, has sent me a little script to read. Okay, here we go. I'll do my best to deliver it. Okay, so we're going to give a giveaway of 5 CDs. Of what CDs? Of my CD, the ones right behind me here. We're going to give these away, and 5 of them, that is to say. And let's see now. If you've already bought one and you win, don't worry. We're going to refund the cost that you paid, so you will actually be a winner. And let's see here. We're going to provide a link for you, and we want you to click on that link. And basically, I've got Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify rolling, 4 social media outlets rolling. The more of those that you join under my name, the more chances you have to win. That's basically how it goes. And so basically what we're saying, the more actions you take, the more chances you have of winning a CD. And there's an algorithm called Gleam that will choose the winner randomly. It's not me that chooses it. Anyway, it's just a fun thing we're doing. So if you'd like to do that, you can get a free CD. Now, if you've already purchased a CD and you're good, I'm happy for you and thank you for doing that. 100, I'm going to tell you right now, 100% of the money spent on the CD goes to the college education of a young Asian girl named Catalina Kashiwa. That's my plea. We're just having fun with it. She's going to be going to the University of Washington, and they accepted her to the engineering program. And I couldn't be more proud and very excited for her. So way to go, Kat. And she's the one who's actually helping me print these labels to send the CDs to you. I'm saying, Kat, this is going to you. So get on the computer and print these out. We're having fun. Let's see here. I forgot where I was with the. Let's see here. By the way, folks, you've been so great at chiming in and making comments, and I appreciate them all. And hello to everyone. I'm just kind of scanning where I might have left off. I want to share another screen with you from my computer. Share screen. This is my CD, Sunrise. Here they are, 10 tracks. Can you read that? I don't know if it's big enough. And this picture next to it is my cat. This is Kiko. She was taking inventory. So, tell you what, let's have some fun. I've already played some songs for you, so you might recognize some of the titles. But just chime in here. I'm gonna scroll down. Scrolling down. Here we go. Let me know what you want to hear. I'm going to be your virtual DJs right now. Carrie says, hi, Kiko. Kiko is the best. She's a very sweet cat. Very curious, very sweet cat. Hey, Barb. Thank you. Yeah, your kids are Huskies too? Oh, okay, great, great. I understand that the engineering program at the University of Washington is hard to get into. They accepted her, and we couldn't be more happy. We're very excited. So we're getting ready to be empty nesters here. But that's great. And okay, the font is big enough. Cool. So you want to hear, Jason says, slow turn. Sir, I'm here to answer your wishes. Here we go. We're just going to chill. Now, this is like I've got no speech prepared. I'm going to even turn off my mic so I won't interfere with the music. We're going to listen to Slow Turn, okay? Let me preface this by saying I teach a music appreciation class. It's so much fun. I present pieces to my students, and I say, okay, this is a class. Today we actually study gospel music. So I said, okay, we're going to be listening to gospel music. Here's 4 pieces. They're all different, from different periods of gospel music. And what I want you to listen for is instrumentation. What do you hear? Do you hear just a solo voice? Do you hear guitar? Do you hear piano? Do you hear, get your ears activated. See the music. That's my thing. See it. See it. So I will say to you, on Slow Turn, there's a lot going on here. One side note, since you have been so nice to log into the zenden.com, these shows, we had finished the CD, right? And I decided to pull the production. I actually called the production producers and said, I'm going to pay to expedite the shipping so that we can deliver on time, but I want to change something. Can you pause the production? They said, sure, no problem. So I talked to my engineer, we changed a couple things, and in the interim, we added an element of Alan Hines. He wasn't the guitar player. Alan Hines in my group was not originally on this track, and he emailed me and said, man, I want to play on the song. I got some ideas. I said, okay, fine. Your wish is granted. Let's do it. So anyway, here's Slow Turn like you've never heard it before with an additional wah guitar, and this features some really good friends. Marc Antoine on acoustic guitar and Philippe Sess on piano. Not only piano, but he took a guitar pick and was playing his piano like it was a zither for effect. And you'll hear this zing, throughout. So it's really a fun track to listen to. Here's Slow Turn on Jason Bourgeois' request. Here's Slow Turn. Here we go. that is the beginning of a song called The Journey. We'll save that for a later date. So that was called, thank you Jason for requesting, that's called Slow Turn. And you might have noticed at the very, very end, there was some piano thumps, effects happening. It was so cool. Philippe is such a creative player. He was adding all these piano effects, not just piano. He did a track of just piano, but then he added another track of piano effects with the zithering and the holding of the strings and then hitting the chords. It's just some really interesting stuff. If you listen carefully, you can kind of pick up on all that stuff. But anyway, that's called Slow Turn. And thank you for requesting that. And you, John says, I hear some Iwi. That last tune, absolutely. That was an intro on Iwi. Hey, Nellie, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm glad you like that. And Svetlana is giving me like 7 or 6 claps. Thank you so much. Carrie, the same. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's fun. So I'm going to share my screen again. So it's so funny. It takes so long to do 10 songs. It's been like 2.5 years. I have played for you the title track with Ron, and we've already played on YouTube quite a bit. Given in the Night is Young, we just played Slow Turn. That was the beginning of The Journey, which we played when Tom Shimu was my guest a couple episodes ago. We played Deep Waves with the Coastal Axis Band last week. This one, See How Things Are. I wouldn't mind playing this one for you. You've not ever heard this, so if I can explain. Every winter, I get the chance to play with a wonderful vocal group based in Seattle, South Seattle, not South Seattle, more like Puyallup. They're called the Coats, and they're really well known in this area. And as a matter of fact, every winter, the Coats sell out the Benaroya Hall, which is like the premier theater in downtown Seattle, every year during winter for like several days, for like 4 days. And so they, a couple years ago, they invited me to play with them, and I've had so much fun. So that leader of the group is a guy named Jamie Devney, who happens to also be a tennis pro. But I'll tell you a story about him after we play the song. But he's a wonderful singer, wonderful composer. And so he sent me a couple of demos, just like sketches of songs. And I loved them. I said, Jamie, these are great. I'd love to, if they're not spoken for, I'd love to have them on the album. And he said, sure, man, let's do this. And so it was a very, organic occurrence, right? And so here's one of his 2 songs. This is called, we played Deep Waves last week that he wrote. This one's called See How Things Are. And I've also just told you the lyrics. There's only 2 lyrics. See how things are, that's how things are. In other words, it's an acceptance of what is. And I thought that was so Zen, fitting with the Zen Den, and a beautiful melody. So this is Jamie's composition that we kind of crafted with this group, my group, Coastal Axis. So let me play this for you. Again, this is called, from the new CD, Sunrise, this is called See How Things Are. Here we go. Oops. My bad. Sorry, folks. Yes. See how things are from the new CD Sunrise. Hey, Jamie. Oh, here we go. Jamie. Thank you so much for chiming in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate that. And Jack, thank you for your patience. That's a good way of putting it. I appreciate the genius comment. I am a mere student trying to get it right, but I appreciate that. Yeah, things take time. I had this big band director in college. His name was John Prince. He was a name. He used to write arrangements for the Tonight Show band for Johnny Carson, right? He had some of his songs were on the Tonight Show. He was a hitter, man, and he was the sweetest man. And he told me the best advice ever. And I think I might have mentioned it on an earlier show. He said, Jeff, I was mentioning how long it was taking me to get something right? And he said, Jeff, it takes exactly as long as it takes. No more, no less. It takes, it's about the journey. It's not about getting there, right? And he really lectured me on this. Like, it takes as long as it takes. Meaning, give yourself permission to do it again and again and again and again. Because it's the ego that says, oh, I should have gotten this in the third take. I should be perfect on the second take. I should have got this on the first take. Well, bless you if you can do that. You are my inspiration if you can do that, right? I can't. It takes me a couple of tries. But it's the process that we sign up for. It's the trying to do it again, and I learned something that last time, and I'll try it again, and I learned something that time. And you keep on learning, and that's, for me, what this album has been, and what my playing has been. Is like, I'm so not perfect, and that's the whole point, is that it sends you on a journey to discover yourself. And so that's my 30-second lecture right there, right? What it takes. And Carrie, love the vocals. Thank you. Jamie is a fantastic. Jamie's still here. I hope you're with us. Jamie, she loved the vocals. Jamie is an incredible musician. He's like what I would call an organic musician. He knows keyboards really well. He plays beautifully. And he can, every year when we do these winter shows, he's telling the other singers who are also equally wonderful singers their parts. He's got the arrangement in his head. It's just amazing. And then they say, let's do a song we haven't done in 10 years. And they just break out all the 4-part harmony. It's beautiful. I'm just amazed by them. But anyway, thank you for joining us, Jamie. You're awesome. You're awesome. Yeah, thank you for your contribution. Appreciate it. And Lisa says, beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm doing my best, Jason, to pass it along. Yeah. I love the journey. It has been a journey. Jay asks, Coastal Access Band, including Melvin Davis at Jazz Alley this year. I don't know about this year. We will return. Thank you for asking, Jay. I have brought them up on occasion when the date lined up with everyone's schedules, but I'm going to make it a goal to bring my band, the Coastal Access Band, that live in LA, up to Seattle to play, because it's really a treat whenever I get a chance to play with them. Appreciate it. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I took a lot of time sequencing the album, not programming, but sequencing the album. That means like what tune goes first, what tune goes second, And normally, it's I don't spend that much time with it, to tell you the truth. But this album, I wanted to make it make sense. The theme of the album, if you've seen the album, I forgot to do my exciting camera shot. Let me try this here. I bought a new slider. Slider is a rig that takes your camera. Hold on, let me get it going here. A slider is a motorized tread that takes your camera and sweeps it across. You've seen this before. And I'm trying to up my game here. Let's see here. We'll do this. So here is the new album as the camera slides across. Front cover, inner cover. This is the coolest part. This orb that we've pictured in the middle, the CD. If I can do this without breaking the CD. It is what it looks like. It's like a total steampunk creation here, right? It is a relic from the 1930s that exists in Bellingham, Washington. And this orb used to hold acid that was used in the pulp production, the pulp stage of production of paper. So it was used to make paper, basically. And I think it's so cool. And my wife Shantae thought, that is an interesting object. Let's feature it on the CD. So we made the CD an image of that orb. It's pretty cool. And here's the back cover with the song titles. And like I said before, I've already shipped a bunch of these out, more than half today. Then the second half will go out tomorrow. I cannot thank you enough for ordering the CD, pre-ordering the CD and getting it going. I'm a one-man plus daughter operation here doing the shipping labels. We'll get it out to you very soon. I appreciate it. And thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. We had fun with it, you know. Let's see here. Weena, by the way, is it Wina or Weena? I don't know. I'm just going to guess. Miss Hathaway. Any concerts this year? Absolutely. I'm going to be, my first concert is at Spaghettini's in Southern California. That's on June 14th, the day after my daughter's graduation from high school. And I'm going to fly down there, probably with her, and we're going to set up some cameras and do a live stream show, probably from Spaghettini's. So I've got to work on the technical thing. By the way, anybody know any live audio engineers who can record my concert in Los Angeles? Give them my email, jeff@jeffkashiwa. I need someone to come with me to the club and record the band live. I got the camera stuff down, but I need the audio to be recorded. So we're going to do that. That'll be a live concert June 14th. That's a Monday night. It's a strange night, but what are you going to do? All right. Just want to tell you about that. All right. Hey, Jack. The Sax Davies is a former student of mine, present student of mine. Regarding patience, yes. One of my tunes isn't coming together. Have to remind myself to enjoy the journey. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me take a moment. I know this is not a formal lecture class. Let me just take a moment to share a thought about that, about the process of creation. Here it is. Sometimes things take longer than expected. Actually, every time they take longer than expected. It is your ego that says, I should be able to knock this out in whatever, an hour, half hour, 2 days, 3 days, a week, whatever it is that you're working on. And then you'll discover, it's taking longer than I thought. I want you to, at that moment, to not beat yourself up, as I have for my entire life. Don't beat yourself up. No. I know your boss may beat you up, but this is you learning, right? Am I wrong? This is you learning. This is you discovering a new way to do things. This is you becoming dissatisfied with the norm. That, I think, is the first step of expanding who you are, is to say, well, the usual thing that I usually do, which usually would be done in an hour or whatever, I'm not satisfied with that. I want more from myself. This is you expanding. And I encourage everybody to just challenge themselves. I totally understand your boss is breathing down your neck. I need it by Tuesday at noon, whatever. I get that. But there's an avenue, I think, for all of us to expand and expand ourselves and create something new for ourselves. And that's, this is a creative person talking. I'm trying to slant the way I think of things to you, depending on what kind of job you're into. But in the creative field, for sure, you can always expand. There's always room for growth. That's my 2-minute lecture on that. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that, Carrie. Your advice can be applied to life in general. Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Jacob. Jacob says, live for spaghetti. He'll be there. You know what's funny, Jacob? I'm playing there June 14th. June 15th is the day that everything opens up. So I was going to talk to Q and say, hey, let's stay up until midnight and then just open up the party. Well, folks, I had planned on a shorter show this evening, and we have arrived at that. It's only been like maybe an hour since we went live. My friends, if there are no more questions for me, I'm going to say this. Number one, thank you. This is the reason why I did this show tonight. Thank you for all the months of clicking in. You've got 1,000 other things to do, and yet you chose to click in on a Wednesday night with me, and I cannot be more appreciative of that. I really do thank you for that. Some of you have made lifelong relationships with each other, which makes me more delighted than you can imagine, just from being here together. This whole thing started in December with the thought of, okay, let's get it rolling so we can let people know about the new album. And in fact, it has arrived, and there it is. So happy. And this is my studio now, filled up with stuff. Saxophones, of course, new CDs. Right here, right there, is a pedal board. I've got some exciting news on that. I'm programming, literally, in Ableton, for you geeks out there, Ableton Live 11, using something called MIDI translator, taking the foot commands, the foot controls of this object here, down here on the floor, sending it to my computer here, which will execute whatever commands I program into this translator. So in other words, one foot push will make 7 things happen in my DAW, my digital audio interface. It's very exciting. I'm just like so into this. So what I'm doing is I'm building a solo MIDI piece that I hope you will enjoy. And in years past, I've only been able to do 1/3 of it. But now with this new technology, I'm able to do all the different parts that I wanted to do originally. So it'll be kind of like a one-man creation of a electronic big band piece. So I'm still working on it. I need practice. I need time to work on it. I'm going to be doing that in a few months for you to enjoy live when I'm feeling gutsy enough to do it. But until then, the new CD is out. Hey, Daniel, do you have a picture of the CD cover? A clean shot of it? I don't know if you do or not, but there it is. That's it. So that's what it looks like. Someone was asking about iTunes and Amazon and etc. and Spotify. It will be there very shortly. They lag behind by a week or so, but it will be available for you. And I thank you so much to all the people who I'm holding in my hand right now who have pre-ordered. I've got your shipping labels. First thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to slap them on envelopes and sign them. And by the way, if for whatever reason the CD doesn't work, it got bent, I wrote, instead of thank you John, I wrote thank you Jane. Whatever, it happens. Anything wrong with your CD that I ship you, you email me, jeff@jeffkashiwa.com. I'll send you a new one that day. So 100% guarantee satisfaction, guarantee. Okay. Thanks for being with me all these months. It's been fun. What's going to happen now is I'm going to take a little pause here. I'm going to work on some new projects, including the sax pack. I'm going to work on some new projects, and trust me, I'm going to bother you later. In a few months' time or less, I'm going to be posting and letting you know what's coming up next. So We got some we got some exciting things, you know, in the back burner. We're going to bring to the front burner. So thank you. This show was all about thank you to you. Thank you for coming in. I would like to actually close, if I may, we got time, with the closing song of the CD. So the CD is called Sunrise, and we've got a lot of fun adventure songs. And then the song ends with a song, the CD ends with a song you've not heard yet called Sunset. So I'd like to play that for you, and I'll come back and say goodbye. But here this is, let's see. Let's see here. Okay, here is Sunset. All right. So that was the way the CD ends, Sunset. What's cool about the last couple of songs, for you musicians out there, is key centers. The last three songs keep on going up, the last notes keeping going up, including that one. Ba, ba is the way this next song starts, the first song, Sunrise. So it's cyclical, in other words. It never ends. It keeps on going around in circles tonally. And just like the way our Earth moves, right? So I thought that was kind of interesting. But friends, I thank you. This is not goodbye. This is a pause in our programming, end of season 1, so to speak. We've got a lot more projects coming your way. Like I mentioned, we've got a new sax pack thing. We're just going to start now, so it'll take some time. But I mentioned the live stream concert event that we're going to do. I've got to work out the details for that, but it's going to happen in June, so I'll let you know about it. There's a lot of fun things happening. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for all these months of tuning in and being with the music and with me, and I couldn't be happier to make this connection with you, you know. So, not the end, more to come. We'll see you in a bit, so stay tuned. Take care and good night.